Thunder Elk and the Stone of Life. In a time when the sky hung low and the land stretched out in endless tapestries of green and gold, there lived a young warrior named Thunder Elk. He was from the Lakota tribe, known for his courage and the strength that mirrored his namesake. His hair was as black as a raven's feather, and his eyes as sharp as the eagle's gaze. His tribe revered him for his hunting prowess and his ability to speak to the spirits of the earth and sky. One day, the great chief Red Eagle summoned Thunder Elk to his lodge, a grand structure adorned with intricate beadwork and feathers that told the stories of their ancestors. The chief, his face lined with wisdom and years of battle, spoke gravely. "Thunder Elk, our people are in need. The spirits have whispered of a sacred object, the Stone of Life, hidden deep within the heart of the mountain. It is said to possess the power to heal and to bring prosperity to our land. You are chosen to embark on this quest." Thunder Elk, understanding the gravity of the task, nodded solemnly. "I will not fail our people, Chief Red Eagle. I will find the Stone of Life and bring its blessings to our tribe." With a heart full of resolve, Thunder Elk set out at dawn. The prairie stretched before him, a sea of grasses rippling under the gentle caress of the morning breeze. The sky, a vast expanse of azure, held the promise of both challenge and discovery. His journey began with the blessing of the tribal elders, who sang songs of protection and courage. As he traveled, Thunder Elk encountered the beauty and ferocity of the natural world. He crossed wide rivers that glittered like liquid silver under the sun and navigated dense forests where the ancient trees whispered secrets in the wind. Each step was a testament to his strength and determination. He communed with the spirits of the land, seeking guidance and support. The spirit of the wolf lent him cunning, the spirit of the bear lent him strength, and the spirit of the hawk lent him sight. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Thunder Elk came upon a village nestled at the edge of a vast desert. The people there welcomed him, their faces etched with the marks of hardship and resilience. They told him tales of the heart of the mountain, a place of great power but also of great danger. The village shaman, an old woman with eyes like embers, gave him a talisman made of bone and sinew. "This will protect you from the dark spirits that guard the Stone of Life," she said, her voice a raspy whisper. Thunder Elk thanked her and continued his journey, now entering the arid expanse of the desert. The heat was relentless, and the sand stretched endlessly, shimmering like a golden ocean under the scorching sun. Nights brought a biting cold, and the stars seemed close enough to touch. Despite the harsh conditions, Thunder Elk pressed on, driven by the memory of his people's faces and the knowledge that their future depended on him. Finally, after many days and nights, he reached the base of the heart of the mountain. The mountain loomed before him, its peak hidden in a veil of clouds. As he began his ascent, the air grew colder and the path steeper. He climbed with the agility of a mountain goat, each step a battle against the unforgiving terrain. The talisman around his neck glowed faintly, a comforting presence against the encroaching darkness. Higher and higher he climbed, until he reached a cavern hidden behind a waterfall that glistened like a curtain of diamonds. He stepped inside, and the air grew still. The cavern walls were adorned with ancient carvings, depicting the history of the Stone of Life and the trials of those who had sought it before. At the center of the cavern, on a pedestal of crystal, lay the Stone of Life, a gem that pulsed with an ethereal light. As Thunder Elk approached the pedestal that held the Stone of Life, the cavern's air grew heavy with anticipation. The walls, adorned with ancient carvings, seemed to come alive, their stories whispering in the echoes of the cavern. The light from the gem pulsed rhythmically, casting an eerie glow that illuminated the cavern in shades of blue and silver. Suddenly, the ground trembled violently, and a deep rumbling filled the air. From the shadows emerged the guardian spirit, a towering figure cloaked in darkness, its presence commanding and formidable. Its eyes, like burning coals, pierced through the dim light, locking onto Thunder Elk with an intensity that froze the very air. The spirit's voice echoed through the cavern, deep and resonant, like thunder rolling across the plains. "Who dares to seek the Stone of Life?" it demanded, its words reverberating with power. "Only the worthy may claim it. Many have tried and failed, What makes you think you are deserving? Thunder Elk stood tall, his heart beating like a war drum, but his resolve unwavering. He met the spirit's fiery gaze, his voice strong and clear. I am Thunder Elk of the Lakota. I seek the stone not for myself, but for my people. Our land is in need, and I will do whatever it takes to bring them the blessings of the stone. The guardian spirit let out a low, menacing laugh, the sound like the growl of 1,000 storms. Your words are brave, but bravery alone is not enough. To prove your worth, you must face 3 trials. Each will test your spirit, your strength, and your heart. Fail, and you will be forever trapped within this cavern. Thunder Elk nodded, ready for whatever lay ahead. I accept your challenge, Guardian. I will prove my worth. The first trial began immediately. The cavern floor split open, revealing a chasm filled with swirling shadows and whispers of lost souls. A narrow bridge, made of fragile vines, stretched across the void. The guardian spirit's voice boomed. Cross the chasm without falling into the abyss of despair. Only those with a strong spirit can resist the pull of the darkness. Thunder Elk took a deep breath and stepped onto the bridge. The vines creaked and swayed under his weight, but he moved forward with unwavering determination. The shadows reached out, their whispers tempting him to give in to doubt and fear. But Thunder Elk's spirit was resolute. He called upon the strength of his ancestors, their courage flowing through him like a river. Step by step, he crossed the chasm, the darkness retreating in the face of his indomitable will. The second trial awaited him on the other side. The cavern filled with a blinding light, and from it emerged a colossal figure made of stone and fire. The guardian spirit's voice echoed once more. Defeat the elemental titan, a being of pure strength. Only those with true power can overcome such a foe. The elemental titan roared, the sound shaking the very foundations of the cavern. It lunged at Thunder Elk with fists of stone and flames, but he was ready. Drawing upon the teachings of his tribe, he danced around the titan, his movements swift and precise. He struck with the speed of a hawk and the force of a charging buffalo. The battle was fierce, the air crackling with energy, but Thunder Elk's strength and skill prevailed. With a final, powerful blow, he shattered the titan, its form crumbling into dust and embers. Breathing heavily, Thunder Elk turned to face the guardian spirit. I have passed your trials of spirit and strength. What is the third and final test? The guardian spirit's eyes glowed brighter, and the cavern seemed to pulse with its power. The final trial is the test of your heart. You must face your deepest fear and overcome it. Only those with a pure heart can claim the stone of life. The cavern transformed around Thunder Elk, morphing into a nightmarish landscape. He found himself standing in his village, but it was not the village he knew. It was engulfed in flames, his people crying out in pain and terror. His deepest fear, the destruction of his home and the suffering of his loved ones, played out before him. For a moment, Thunder Elk felt despair claw at his heart, but he remembered the faces of his people, their trust and belief in him. He summoned the love and hope that had driven him this far. This is an illusion, he shouted into the flames. I will not be defeated by fear. With a surge of courage, he walked through the fire, his heart burning with determination and compassion. The flames could not touch him, and as he moved forward, the nightmare dissolved, revealing the cavern once more. The guardian spirit stood before him, a look of respect in its fiery eyes. You have proven yourself, Thunder Elk. Your spirit is unyielding, your strength is mighty, and your heart is pure. The stone of life is yours to claim. Thunder Elk approached the pedestal and took the stone of life in his hands. Its warmth and light filled him with a sense of profound peace and strength. The guardian spirit bowed its head. Go, Thunder Elk, and bring the blessings of the stone to your people. Your journey has just begun, but you have already shown that you are a true warrior of the Lakota. With the stone in his possession, Thunder Elk began the journey back to his village. The return was filled with challenges, but the spirits guided and protected him. When he finally arrived, he was greeted with joyous cries and songs of celebration. The stone of life was placed in the center of the village, and its magic began to heal the sick and bless the land with fertility. Chief Red Eagle, with tears of gratitude in his eyes, embraced Thunder Elk. "You have done a great deed, Thunder Elk. Our people will thrive because of your courage and determination." Thunder Elk smiled, looking at the faces of his people, now filled with hope and happiness. He had fulfilled his quest, and his heart swelled with pride. The legacy of his journey would be told for generations, a testament to the strength and spirit of the Lakota people. And so, Thunder Elk became a legend, his name forever etched in the annals of his tribe, a symbol of bravery and selflessness in the face of insurmountable odds. The Stone of Life continued to bless the land, and the spirits of the earth and sky watched over the Lakota, ensuring their prosperity and peace.